What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about this AP increase that EA Sports put out. I know a lot of you guys really want to know like the whole down low nitty gritty. I'm going to give you everything you need to understand about the actual AP increase and what it does to the game itself. I want to start off by letting you guys understand the gameplay is exactly the way it was before. What do I mean by that? We labbed a couple things earlier today on Twitch. Many of you guys that are subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming will be able to see the full Twitch gameplay a little bit later today. But we were able to take a look at it and try to understand exactly what EA Sports is doing. Now, as far as the individual abilities and what works and what doesn't, all that stuff, we're going to get to that later on today. I have another video coming out where I'm going to be breaking down specifics that you guys want, but I'm letting you understand the whole gist of what it is. What does it do for your offense? Offensively, one of the key points that they've done, they've raised, route tech +1 on all architects. So to me, that's kind of funny because route tech prior to this upgrade wasn't really working the way that it was supposed to. Just to be honest with you, it didn't seem like it was the same thing. It's sort of like they made mid-in and mid-out work better than route tech towards the end of, whatever that era was before they started this right now with this update to the AP. I also want to point out to you guys, they were able to do this without physically tuning the game unless they did that when there was downtime and the EA servers were down a couple days ago and they just didn't tell us what they were doing. They just updated it. Like I turned on the game, no update required, and I had the newer ability points and everything was there. And the game has been tuned also. And they didn't say anything about it. The game does play different. We're going to get into that as well. But this is the biggest part offensively. And then with the QB Playmaker went from 7 to 10 on a QB. And then Playmaker itself, I think, went up again also. Does he unlock Playmaker? I don't think he does, right? Does he? What? Okay. So it's 6 AP across the board, I believe, for Playmaker. But for the quarterback, the improvisers, it went from 7 to 10. I guess a lot of you guys were abusing it, being able to just Playmaker everybody around the field. There were a lot of complaints, and EA doesn't like to actually visibly see those complaints on Reddit, on social media, because it looks bad. So they'll just go ahead and nerf everything about it. So pretty much they took it from 7 to 10. All right, so now if you want to run around and be an idiot and then, have hitches everywhere and then motion them super fast, it's going to cost you 3 more AP. Those are the major points for me on offense. All right, without even getting into anything else about what we're using, those are some of the major points. The QB Playmaker, route tech +1 across the board. And obviously, like I said, with the actual Playmaker on the cards, what did it go from, like 4 to 6 or whatever it is across the board? So it's going to cost you a lot more to play like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just come out and just be like, all right, bro, I'm just going to Playmaker all day. But look, hear me out. There's a lot of different schemes that you guys want me to go over, but I'm going to need, like, probably by tomorrow, I'm going to have more information. I'm going to be labbing all day for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everything is suitable for all of you guys as far as the different schemes. Some of you guys want to know about the nasty streak scheme. Some of you guys want to know about, what if we do, Playmaker on the QB anyway, and then, have deep in, deep out, and have some crazy stuff going on. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So you don't got to worry about it. And I'm going to be labbing it for you actively, to get all of the footage that I need to kind of see. I will take like some little video edits of it. You possibly will get a gameplay. But with everything surrounding this, again, I just want to get it into your heads. Don't expect the gameplay to be better. That is something that I don't want you guys to, get your hopes up. It's still absolutely ridiculous. It's still Madden 21. All right? So that's that for the offensive side. Now, defensively, it is a whole nother animal. Okay? Because what they tried to do was manipulate us into using linebackers because now the linebackers get lurker for 1, right? So a guy like Sam Mills, that's 5 foot nothing. I don't even know what he is. But I gave him lurker. We tried to see what was going on. It was useless. All right? This game is not built for middle linebackers to play on your field because the development team has made the game so they are, they're obsolete is probably the best adjective to describe what the developers have done to the middle linebacker position. They not being able to react properly, it completely destroys the aspect of running any other coverage when you can have a sub linebacker of a strong safety in your game. So with the abilities, the way that they've done it, I would not recommend it, although it is 1. They took it from from 2 to 1. Reducing that, it looks good. It doesn't make any sense. I would avoid that. Like I said, I don't know exactly how you guys want to play the game for the most part, and shout out to all you guys that are coming in. We're getting newer viewers that are joining the fam every day. You have to decide the way that you want to play the game, and then I'm going to give you my insight into the generalization of the game. But in specific abilities, I can let you know if something's going to work for you. Like, I use Lurker on this guy. Does he animate? Yes. But his ability is not the same as using a strong safety or a free safety in a sub linebacker package like Big Nickel. Doesn't make any sense to use a middle linebacker. They've made them absolutely useless. So the minus of the Lurker is more of a like, yo, why don't you guys use this? Because we're making it cheaper. But cheaper doesn't mean that it's better and that you could just add it in. This is a useless ability because it's better for you to play Big Nickel with a strong safety, shoot the gap and do all that stuff, than to worry about, having a linebacker at that spot and relying on Lurker for him to animate or for him to even move around like the other players. They've really done a good job of taking middle linebackers out. That's why every time they put out like a sneak peek or they put out a card where it's like, oh, middle linebacker coming out, nobody gets excited. Even the people that understand that this game is just like straight fluke and still play it, they know it's not even worth a try to go out there and get Lurker. Even with the fluke. Because for the most part, it just doesn't make sense to use a linebacker because they just don't move around. They're not able to play true to the game. Anthony Barr, before him, Julius Peppers, those days are all gone, dude. Those days, EA Sports has made this game so bot-like. It's like bots. Like, everybody has a meta that they run, and they'll come out and do it, and that's it. There is nothing else that goes on within the game. That is it. So EA reducing it, I would stay away from it. You guys will be able to see the footage a little bit later on over at GmiasWorld Gaming, but I would just stay away from it. I'm just being completely honest. I think that they did a horrific job at, middle linebacker gameplay for this year. Do I expect it to change? No, I do not. Okay, I do not expect them to change it. I'm just letting you know, I feel that I don't think it's okay to like, oh yeah, bro, try it out. It's trash. Absolutely trash. Free safety, strong safety, run the sub linebacker packages and keep your safeties in those spots. Now, they did reduce what's, the necessary uses of, the AP points for no outsiders. And I've been getting run on a lot more. Again, I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand what they're doing, but it doesn't matter. Double or Nothing went to 4 AP. I spoke to you guys about this and why they did it and didn't really let you guys know about it. If they would have left it at 2, there would have been 7 Double or Nothings out there going crazy every single snap. Now, look what would have happened. At some point, somebody's going to shed and it's going to create an imbalance. And EA Sports is really, really keen on not creating imbalances. So that's the logical reason for why they didn't allow it to stay as 2. Most of the time we get nothing, but we would be able to prove that they are robbing us with training for Double or Nothing if we have 7 out there every time. So raising it to 4, it's a no-brainer. You get a max of 3, right? 3 times 4 is 12. So if you don't get it, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying, to know, because most of you guys probably send 2 or whatever. But just imagine that, leaving it at 2 AP and having the possibility of 7. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got to get something. So what would happen is it would create a crazy imbalance. And EA Sports would be trending on Reddit. And they'd be like, oh my God, no, Reddit, no. Like, they are so scared of Reddit. They don't want to see nothing on Reddit. And that's the problem. So this wasn't in the original notes. And I think it was to prevent people from raging until the actual day. EA likes to surprise us with disgusting things. It's like, you come home, you work all day, you come home for dinner, and your wife makes liver. And you're like, what the F? And it's crazy. But again, we feed it to the dog while she's not looking. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is this. This ability was raised for the simple fact that they don't want you to have too many at one time. That's it. Now, when you go over to the no outsiders, you'll see all of these things except for inside stuff is 2. So goal line stuff is 1. No outsiders is 1. This could be critical if it worked. The reasoning behind why they're reducing it is because people don't actually use it because it doesn't actually work. We lab goal line stuff. It never lit up. And if it did light up, it just made the guy truck me harder and the guy went for 6. That's all it did. It didn't really do anything else other than that. That's one of the major things that you guys have to understand. They also reduced Edge Threat Elite to 4. It is absolutely garbage. We're going back to regular Edge Threat. Strip Specialist, I just got stripped for 6 and lost the game. So I guess that might be the move on your user, run around and press R1 and just try to strip dudes. But most people play on conservative. So most of the time you won't be able to get the strip, but when it works, it works. And I think typically it will work against the quarterback more often than not. All right, so those are some of the big deals that are going on with the, this position. Now, for those of you guys who are like, yo, Gmia, with the one AP, why don't you put goal line stuff and no outsiders? Like, what's up with that? Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really trust any of these abilities. I have to be completely honest. A lot of these abilities are probably all in our mind, and we know it doesn't work, but we still do it. So you got to be careful with what you're trying to get, because I don't think they really know what they're doing. Now look, say for instance, right? If I put on Strip Specialist on him, and I click on when I'm going to sack the QB, is that going to always give me a fumble? If I click on the running back, is that going to always? It's not. But it gives you the opportunity. I got a dude shot the gap on me, came in, stripped me for 6, and ran for 6. Look, dude, I don't know what this game is, but I can tell you this much. It'll create and induce maximum anger. So while I have you guys here, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We are going to take off Edge Threat Elite. We did lab it. I think it's garbage. Some of you guys like it. That's fine. I don't think that it's good. I really don't believe that it's a good ability. That's why they reduced it from 5 to 4. They're like, yo, let's get them to waste their training and stuff like that, because they know that it's terrible. They understand when we're not using stuff, they know how many people have what abilities, and they know what the meta is. So their job is to, like I said, keep it fresh, make us rage by making the game terrible, and just keep doing that over and over again in a cycle. And they're doing a really, really good job at that. So that might be something that you guys are interested in. Also, the run support guys, they get inside stuff for 1 AP, I believe. That was one of the other updates that I believe was going on. You guys were telling me about, but why doesn't he doesn't even unlock inside stuff, but he gets it for 2. He doesn't have 90. Dude, this guy don't got 90 block shed. That dude is garbage, fam. But that could be key in Big Nickel, because if you give them inside stuff in Big, what am I saying? Big Nickel in double A gap, and then you run that same blitz, they can't run the ball up the middle, and you can get away with doing a lot of real freaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you should probably consider if you wanted to run that double A gap. But obviously you're gonna need run support guys that get the specific stuff. And Acrobat is +1 across the board for all archetypes. So they used to get it for 2, now it's 3. It's real stupid. Run stopper still garbage. It's not really a lot more that goes on with these players, but I do like the fact that they've reduced the inside stuff, and it's 2 AP on all those guys, because if you did want to run double A gap, you would have a lot of fun. He's a run support. What is this idiot? He's a hybrid. Those 2 guys are hybrid. So let me see something with Taylor Mays, because once they drop the new Taylor Mays, bruh, oh my god, it's gonna be next level. Why did I just do all that? Hold on, let's go over here. Does he unlock it, or he's not there yet either? He don't got the right block shed? Nah, he don't got the right block shed either. So it might be a few guys that have the right block shed. Let's check out the hybrids and see how that goes. Also, special teams, it's increased by 1 AP. So you could pretty much, get your kicker all, maxed out with everything. Like, he'll never get iced, and he'll have a slow meter, all that good stuff. Hold on, what are these idiots doing? Does he unlock it? No, he still doesn't either. Run stopper, no outsiders, goal line stuff is 2 AP. So where's the other one? Shouldn't he? Bro, what? Oh, he does get, okay. What? It's 3, oh yeah, because he's a hybrid. So he gets it for 3. All right, so pretty much once these guys get upgrades, I don't know what safeties you guys are using, but the run support guys, that would be glitchy in double A gap. I'm gonna take a look and find out which guys get that. Right now, we might have to go cop them really quick. Hold on, wait a minute. Does Derwin James? What is Derwin James? Yeah, he's run support, so he definitely gets it, right? But he's my user though. He's actually my user. So that won't work for us. But he doesn't unlock it either. That's stupid. He's a 98 overall. Bro, what the? What is his block shed? Hold on, what is it? What does it say you have to do? You have to achieve a 90 block shed? Where's his block shed at? Pursuit, oh, 73? So what is the point? Is that what it says? Because you guys were telling me earlier in the stream like it was cool, like, yo, it's 2. But nobody except for the other idiot hybrids get it. Yeah, so it won't really work out. Because none of the safeties that I looked at right now has it, and I'm not sure that they're gonna actually get it. So we might have to use hybrids and other types to get it. If you wanted to run a double A gap, I think that would make it scream off the edges, because inside stuff, like, it just sheds. So that's a good deal that they put it through like that. But of course, like, who is it helping right now? That's like a useless update unless you guys know something I don't. It seems kind of weird. And like I said, they've added an additional ability point for the special team, so you can get the you won't get iced, and you'll have a slow kick meter as well. So that's pretty much all of the update of the things that I really care about. The acrobat being raised +1 sucks, but the no outsiders, it is what it is. Right now we have 2 that we're not using. Hold on, wait a minute. What did I just have on this idiot? I only had 4. And then I took, oh, okay, because I didn't have another ability point being used either. All right, so at this point, I could forego no outsiders for, another edge threat, and just have 2 edge threats, because that still works. But I do believe that acrobat is still necessary. We did take it off of Rod Woodson, but having 2 edge threats is really, really key. It might be even better than no outsiders, to be honest, because since they made it 1, Charles Haley hasn't been the same. That's just pure honest truth. He just hasn't been the same. So we're going to be taking a look at a couple of abilities. Let me know what you would like to know about. Let me know what you would like me to lab. Leave it in the comment section, and definitely join me live on Twitch around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time daily. That's going to probably be one of the newest schedules going forward. So pretty much you can come and join the family and see things live and get a better understanding. But that's more or less what it's all about. We just have to figure out what works best. But 3-4 is straight garbage. Even with the lurker, the decrease, it's still bad. This game is not meant to use middle linebackers. Stay with your sub linebackers and run around with them like idiots, and let's have some fun. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.